Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finn has constantly promised to cover his family. The doctor has also told Luna multiple times that a relationship with him is impossible. There are always twists in detergents. Could the father make a horrible mistake, one that costs him Steffi and Hayes? On multiple occasions, Luna prayed her father for a relationship. Still, the croaker said it was insolvable each time. For some reason, Luna has gotten into her head that it's all Steffi's fault. The verity is that Luna committed terrible crimes that ended 2 lives and traumatized a third for life. That third victim was Finn's woman, Steffi. The last time Luna crashed Casa de la SINN, Hayes shocked over zombies. The croaker should have attended Luna out the door incontinently. Rather of doing that, he told Luna to hide. Also, right in front of Luna, assured and smothered Hayes with affection. I'm not saying this is bad. Of course, he should have assured his little boy, knowing that Luna has these abandonment issues, and he did it in front of her anyway. That was the one thing that Luna wanted more in the world, and it was just being rubbed in her face. That was incredibly cruel, and just made Hayes a target. In addition to Finn doing that, there was his response when learning the maternity news. At the time, Luna was on house arrest. Finn didn't have to chase around Los Angeles searching for where the captivity transferred Luna. Also, he went to Bill's house to defy Luna and explain. There was no need for him to explain. Someone differently could have done that. The more that Luna sees Finn, the further that compulsive tendency is stroked. Now Luna is more fixated on Finn than ever. In addition to believing Steffi is to condemn, Luna could end up begrudging Hayes. We formerly suspect Luna is going to abduct Hayes. Still, that could snappily turn into a deadly, woeful plot if everyone isn't careful. Luna is completely deranged and will do anything to make her fantasy a reality. Once Hayes is in peril, Steffi could condemn Finn and leave him ever. Hayes loves his new educational position. But Liam's liberality has created a portentous storm. Luna is following her grandmother's pattern, and Sheila recognizes the peril in it. Luna believes she's allowed Steffi to make peace, with that narcissistic outlook being the root cause of brewing doom. Steffi, Liam, and Finn have no idea that Luna is stalking Hayes, with the clear intention of using that access for unrighteous means. A hijacking plot appears ahead. While Steffi has directly assessed the rearmost trouble from Finn's family, she hasn't been suitable to see what's developing. The change in Hayes' academy position to the beachfront setting provides the perfect adulatory script for Luna. Not indeed her topmost supporter, Sheila, believes. Luna says that she's not the same person who killed 2 people, one of whom she believed was her natural father at that point in the plot. As Finn correctly told his son, she also abducted Steffi and intended to leave her for dead. So, it's intriguing that Steffi's call for defense didn't extend to Hayes being allowed to attend class at Liam's sand house, which Bill owns. Luna is conniving an eye-for-an-eye attack. The regard she caught of her half-family at the Precipice house was enough to plant the seed. The outlook is fairly clear, with consideration that Luna's depraved mind could shift her overall strategy along the way this summer. She introduced herself to Hayes through a ruse gift, origami art. The followership was privy to Luna's inner studies, where she deliberated about Steffi demanding to feel a loss. However, also Steffi needs to lose access to Hayes, if her despised mammy wouldn't yield and precluding her from seeing Finn. Liam's addition in this section of the developing plot creates colorful plot possibilities. He could intermediate at any moment and come her firing victim, as the suckers know Luna lately bought a armament. Passing upon Remy at the firing range was a bit important, but Day addicts suspended unbelief because that hassle advanced the plot. Weissman's character was fitted into Luna's heir for a coming dramatic purpose. Remy has the implicit to help disaster by tilting off Luna's targets. Alternately, he could help her from realizing her thing and come the more fluently written off victim, when compared to Steffi, Liam, Finn, Hayes, or the others. But imagine a script where Liam blocks Luna's plans. In that outgrowth, He'd need immediate surgery and either die on the operating table or miraculously have his excrescence annulled through the phenomenon of day. Dylan committed a significant boob. That had multitudinous suckers yelling at their defenses. Who in their right mind invites a foreigner from the SINN to help in tutoring youthful children without conducting any exploration or background checks? That's precisely what occurred when Ms. Dylan invited Luna to join the children as a guest artist. Luna's origami serves as her means to connect with Hayes at his summer art program. Dylan, or simply Dylan, as she introduced herself to the adult Luna, easily is over to date with current events. Dylan would have noticed all the media attention girding felonious Luna and her strange amnesty saga. Rather, Dylan perceives Sunshine as simply a fascinating, artsy individual eager to partake her chops with the youthful artists in the class. Luna reeled Dylan into a dangerous web, inviting disaster. Observers have been observing Luna entrapping Dylan in a dangerous situation that's bound to lead to trouble. Hayes could also use an assignment on foreigner peril. Particularly given the enterprises expressed by Steffi and Finn regarding the peril Luna represents. Everyone at the Precipice House appears to be impeccably okay with Hayes entering a gift from a nice lady without raising any significant questions. Now, thanks to Ms. Dylan, B&B spoilers indicate that her classroom is about to admit a rather portentous caller. We must question how effects will eventually unfold for Dylan given her status as a disposable character. She might end up on Luna's list of victims. Tom and Paul Hollis have formerly met a dire fate due to Luna, so could Dylan be coming? Still, Luna may decide to exclude her fully, if Dylan discovers the true identity of Sunshine and poses a trouble to her plans. Luna has shown that she'll not allow anything or anyone to obstruct her, so she could permanently remove Dylan if demanded, and it looks like she may need to. The narrative seems to be leading towards Hayes hijacking, which means Dylan could be in serious peril if she attempts to baffle Luna's plan to kidnap him and pay with her life. Nick made his big return. His appearance took Brooke by surprise. We weren't surprised, as this was months in the timber. We'd been buzzing about his return, as this was important demanded for Brooke, who's still hung up on Ridge. As agitated as we're for his return, we also have numerous questions. Nick was happy to return. It was assumed that Nick's appearance would be brief. Bricks will continue. Wagner was spotted rephotographing with the crew in Italy on social media. This means that Nick and Brooke could fall back in love while they're there. Ridge wouldn't be happy about this. He prefers Brooke to be alone, miserable, and stewing after him. He doesn't like it when another man wants her. Her partner prefers it when she's available for him, at all times, indeed when he's not. This means that Nick will be sticking around for a while. When Brooke and Nick reunited, it was like nothing had happened. Time didn't pass. They were back to their old characters. And they still had a lot of chemistry between them. Obviously, they make a gorgeous couple. So, why didn't it work out before? They broke up because of Brooke's passions for Ridge. She couldn't get over him. Nick has tried to win her back ahead. This isn't his first rodeo trying to controvert Brooke. Nick wanted to break her free from Ridge. Still, Brooke's moping passions ultimately led to Brooke's split, which formally spells trouble for the couple. Is Nick just an anchor for Bridge to ultimately reunite? This relationship might not work since Brooke is still in love with Ridge. She's convinced that he's her fortune. Nick would be the perfect man to help her realize that there are better men out there. But she might not be as happy with him as she's with Ridge. This could lead her to leave Nick for good. However, this will be disappointing news for Brick suckers, who are hoping for a reunion or indeed an engagement, if that's the case. What are your studies on Nick's return so far? Brooke and Nick rejuvenating their love and lasting this time around? When Nick lately brought Nick back to the show. He and Brooke have a long history together, as well as a son named Nick told her he's been keeping tabs on effects, and was apprehensive that Ridge ditched her for Taylor. The two kissed, and it looks like her sweats to win Ridge back have been derailed. Wagner opened up about what Nick's primary provocation is. It clearly has been a triangle that's gone on for far too long between Brooke, Taylor, and Ridge, and a shakeup has been long overdue. The actor explained that Nick's thing is to wake Brooke up and let her know that he still loves her, and I want you to step out of this insanity. Although Nick has been involved with Brooke's sisters, Donna and Katie, and her son, Bridget, he keeps returning to Brooke, who was his first love. He stated that because Nick is now a major shipping mogul who runs the transnational company, Marone Diligence, I really felt he demanded to upgrade from living on the shady. Like he was the scruffy, bearded, smoking ocean captain presently. He was thankful to work formally again with Lang and praised Bell for integrating character details and dialogue changes that he acclimatized for his character.